Mr. President, will the gentle lady yield to some questions, Mr. President?
Yes, gladly, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, at the outset, I wish to place on record that this representation is fully supportive of this measure, so much so that I am one of the co-authors of this bill. Moreover, this representation was also a co-sponsor of the proposed Magna Carta of Barangay Health Workers during the 19th Congress. And furthermore, this representation, as early as my first term as a senator during the 13th Congress in 2004, filed a bill which institutionalizes the provision of at least one health worker for every barangay throughout the country, and the provision of enhanced set of benefits for them. Dala ng aking mahabang karanasan bilang mayor, ang dakila at makasaysayang bayan ng San Juan, batid natin ang kahalagaan ng bawat barangay health workers sa lubos at ganap na pagpapatupad ng mga national health programs sa grassroots level. And we recognize and sincerely appreciate their important role in promoting the basic and constitutional right to quality health care of every Filipino. I only have 2 points of inquiry for the good sponsor, Senator Risa, as I also wish to seek the thoughts and guidance of the members of this chamber on a related measure that is referred to the Committee on Local Government, which I chair. Mr. President, this bill was named as one of the priority measures of the LEDAC during the 19th Congress, but it was not enacted into law. Am I right? Am I correct, Mr. President?
The good gentleman is right, Mr. President.
And sa aking pagkaalala ay naipasa na po ito dito sa bilang third reading noong 19th Congress. Am I right?
Yes, Mr. President, the good gentleman is also right.
And interestingly, the House of Representatives adopted the Senate version, Senate Bill number 2838, as amendment to House Bill number 6557 on February 5 of 2025. But on June 4, 2020, on the same year, the Senate received a letter from the House of Representatives dated June 3, 2025, informing us that the House reconsidered the adoption and consequently approved to rescind the transmittal of House Bill number 6557. May I know what happened, Mr. President?
Unfortunately, Mr. President, as doesn't often happen in our legislative work, hanggang ngayon po, hindi pa 100% na ipaliwanag sa atin, sa Senado, kung ano ang nangyari. Ang una pong nakarating sa atin na paliwanag or bahagyang paliwanag ay nagkaroon daw ng hindi pagsuporta sa usaping pinansyal kaugnay ng Magna Carta of Barangay Health Workers. But as I said at the outset, Mr. President, hanggang ngayon, hindi pa rin natin ma-establish 100% kung yun ang naging problema at such a late stage in the legislative process. Gayunpaman, dahil tayo po ay nag-refile ng bill na ito sa kasalukuyang Kongreso, minabuti na rin po natin na dito mismo sa committee report ay subukang tugunan yung mga usaping pangpinansyal sa pagpopondo ng Magna Carta of Barangay Health Workers kung sakali man yun talaga ang naging problema. And overall, I am confident, Mr. President, that this is a worthy successor sa naipasa po natin sa 19th Congress.
Magkano ba ho dapat ang gugulin ng gobyerno dito sa Magna Carta for Barangay Health Workers?
I'm sorry, Mr. President.
Magkano ba dapat ang gugulin ng gobyerno, pondo ng gobyerno para rito sa Magna Carta for...
Again, Mr. President, kung naalala ko ng tama, nung panahon ng 19th Congress deliberation sa bill na to, umabot sa mga 3 bilyong piso para na po sa lahat ng mga barangay health workers sa Pilipinas, para sa lahat po ng mga karapatan at benepiso na pagkakaloob sa kanila. Again, kaya po medyo binigyan natin ng credence yung bahagyang paliwanag na financial yung naging problema o isang problema sa huli, dahil meron pong iba pang figures na lumabas na parang times 10 sa halagang iyon. So again, in any case, sinubukan nating i-establish more or less magkano ang kakailanganin sa 20th Congress.
So yun ba ho ang dahilan kung bakit nireconsider yung adoption ng ating Senate version?
So far,
Is
Mr.
it the,
President, yun lamang po what we can go on.
Is it the budget of 3 billion pesos?
Or hindi po yung budget lamang ng 3 billion na ating pong pinanghawakan dito sa Senado, pero yung sinabi in other quarters na na aabot di umano ng 23 billion pesos.
Billion.
Opo. So, halos 8 to 9 times. O halos 8 times po, Mr. President.
So, meron ba ho kayo nalalaman kung sino-sino itong mga tumututol dito?
Hindi na po idinetalye sa...
Baka meron kayo alam, isiwalat na
It
natin.
is part of the mystery, Mr. President, unfortunately.
Kasi because here I have a copy of a letter coming from the Secretary General addressed to the former Senate President, Senator Escudero, that says, I have been directed to inform the Senate that the House of Rep on even date reconsider the adoption of Senate Bill 2838 as an amendment to House Bill number 6557 without any reason, without stating any reason whatsoever with regard to the reconsideration of the adoption of Senate Bill number 2838. So right now we are in a quandary on why they reconsidered the adoption of our Senate bill.
Which
So
is
wala
why-
pa talagang totoong dahilan kung bakit
Wala pang ibang opisyal at formal na communicate sa Senado, Mr. President, bukod sa liham na yon na gaya ng sinabi ng good gentleman, wala namang sinabing paliwanag o ground sa pag-reconsider. So, the best we could do ngayong 20th Congress ay i-refile talaga at dalhin muli dito sa plenaryo para sa konsiderasyon ng mga kasama.
Yes, I mentioned earlier that this was part of the LEDAC during the 19th Congress. But right now, as we speak in the 20th Congress, this is not already part of the LEDAC. It is no longer included in the priority measures of the LEDAC. Am I correct, Mr.
The
President?
gentleman is correct, Mr. President, but still, pwede po nating i-argue yung importansya ng panukalang ito bilang bahagi ng pag-operationalize nung grassroots level ng buong universal healthcare law, Mr.
Maybe you
President.
might know the reason why this bill, which for me is a very important bill, why it was excluded from the priority bills in this 20th Congress, Mr. President.
Okay. Mr. President, I wouldn't say na in-exclude ang Magna Carta of BHW sa listahan ng LEDAC ng priority legislative measures dahil di tulad nung 19 Congress, hindi siya yung nandun na, nasa bingit na ng pagiging batas tapos ibinawi. Pero simpleng hindi na isama. And gayon pa man, Mr. President, though of course mahalagang gabay din sa atin sa legislative executive coordination ang listahan ng LEDAC. Gayunpaman ay dahil mahalaga po sa atin sa Senado at mayroon din pong counterparts tayo sa House, kaya nga po, excited pa rin tayo na dalhin ito sa
Pwede
plenaryo.
mo malaman yung estado ng bill nito sa House? What is the status of this particular bill in the House of Representatives?
Sa House of Representatives, Mr. President, ang status po niya ay for hearing sa Committee on Local Governments.
Committee on Local Government. Saan ba ho na-refer to sa committee ninyo?
Yes, Mr.
Committee
President,
on
Committee
Health?
on Health and Demography.